Well, hello. Who's actually with me? I think this could be a little bit lonely tonight.
Hello.
Oops, there's my
Who's
own echo.
actually with?
Ah, so I'll give this a go. This is an experiment. It's an odd time for most people in the world, but I'm going to give this a go and I'll see if I can get everything ready here. Ah, hide ass killer. Now, I'm going to. I will start anyway. I was expecting maybe a couple of guests, but one or two guests, but it hasn't worked out that way. This is like I said, this is an experiment, but I'll go through and let's fight the flat Earth. Okay. So if someone would like to join me, I can invite at least one person in. Don't, because yeah, it'd be handy to have someone else in here. So who's up for it? Never mind. I'll just start. I'll just start. I'm gonna share. I got a screen share because and I wait till that comes up. I want to talk about just something that interaction with flat earthers. It just never ceases to amaze me, the dodging and weaving and never answering any questions. So, hi, Steve. I know you're online. Maybe you might even be here. I don't know. But you've started out a conversation. It says, "Oh, Wolfie, honest, ha ha ha. You should do stand up." And I replied to that. It says, "Hey, what reason do you have for believing otherwise?" In other words, you make a claim about Wolfie not being honest, then let's see the evidence. And so watch Flat Earth Awakening's video from a few days ago proving Wolfie's 60-22 lie with the deceptive video he created and shared. And well, it's obvious to me which Flat Earth Awakening video. There's only one, and I would just say, well, I'm sorry. I said in reply, I'm sorry you believe without that video without checking the facts. And I pointed him to Ruhiv and Bob Townsend, who just have made some videos to show that Flat Earth Awakenings is full of it, that. And then I get this diatribe, which mentions, among other things, that Flat Earth Awakening leaves no doubt to any local of Perth of his location and the approximate height, etc. And he zooms the camera in and all this, and Wolfie's videos don't do the same. He doesn't provide anything in his footage that allows anyone to reference any point from, etc., etc., etc. So there's another little bit of rubbish. It says here, I was able Oh, I should go the other voice. I was able to use reference and make a confident conclusion with Flat Earth Awakenings video footage where that opportunity was not available with Wolfie's video. So there's a clear claim that using in Flat Earth Awakenings video footage, he was able to tell everything, but with Wolfie's video, he wasn't able to do nothing. So I asked him how he would work out the observer location and elevation in the video, which is the one that we know and love. That was Flat Earth Awakenings, and he doesn't provide. There was a little bit in 219 where he provides a zoom from the beach, but the other one he doesn't provide any location info and height. You can't tell from this. You can't tell from this exactly where it's from, and then and I said I asked him the question, how do you know, how do you know and work out the observer location and height? It was a little bit of a dodge. You know, if you know, this is the tactic by flat earthers. Oh, if you know Perth, you know exactly where he is, you know, and his elevation from where he scans the camera, obvious landmarks and infrastructure seen on his footage. So never a straight answer. Never a straight answer. You ask for an observer location and height, and you get, oh, well, if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. And then the diversion tactic. Diversion tactic. Now watch this latest video, which proves plenty of proof in another location. So is an immediate diversion from the video in question. And so that's a taboo conspiracy mirror. I wasn't really interested in that video. A lot of rubbish from taboo conspiracy. And so I asked him, so you know Perth, then tell me exactly where the location is and the observer height. And I accidentally linked the wrong video in this quote. I will say that in this comment of mine, I said you quoted this video and said you can tell me where it's being filmed from. I actually linked this other video of Wolfie's, but Wolfie did another. This is not the video that they reference in the other one, but Wolfie did a video of zooming in and out, and you could tell exactly where he was. So I did ask Steve Russell to tell me in another where that was. So he's correctly identified at 219 mark of FEA's video. 219, but I've 219, and he claims to know that because he was a resident of Perth, he knew exactly where that was. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. But there's also in this video, he's given this line here, which points to that location as well. So he's said where he was. So that's not so hard to work out. At the other location, which was, you can't really tell exactly where that one is. So he didn't give information about the location, about the height, completely dodged. So Flat Earth Awakening completely dodged that. And anyway, these were my questions to Steve Russell, which he still hasn't answered. First off, he claimed The second video was the one he was talking about. Well, I don't know. Wasn't even posted when he first posted. Ah, Sean Harford. Who's summoned me? I'll finish this. I guess as I can put an invite out to someone else to join me if they want. We're just having a bit of a roasting session, really. No, I can't stay and play working. Yeah, it's a bad time. Anyway, to cut a long story short, it's divert, insult, and avoid questions. Divert, insult, and avoid questions. Even Wolfie's had a bit of a say in this. Fight the flat earth is in there. Next, another comment. Anyway, on this thread, I ended up asking three questions. These are very simple questions. He said, Steve Russell claimed that he didn't link to any video, and I was assuming which video it was or whatever. And so he says, I didn't actually quote a particular video then. I didn't provide a video title or link. So my question is, provide the link to the video that you were talking about. So if he claims that that wasn't the video, then I want to know what the video was. And I also asked him to go to the location 322 in this video, and tell me, seeing as he knows Perth so well and can tell that Flat Earth Awakening provides all the information in his video, you can just tell by looking at that where that's taken from and the height. So I've challenged him to back that up with telling me the location and approximate height. And also there's another claim he made about Wolfie. He doesn't provide anything in his footage that allows anyone to reference any point from. And I referenced him to this video where there's a zoom in, zoom out, and a very clear indication of where the location is. I asked him to name that location. Seeing as he's a native of Perth, as he says, that's to be very easy for him. And then he can, but of course, if he were to name that location, he would be proving himself a liar. So it boils down to still asking. Somebody else chipped in with, he's not giving the answers. But anyway, that's just an example. You see plenty of them, of flurfers that they dodge and weave. Now, I just wanted to say a little bit about one of Ranty's latest videos. Like I said, this here, oh my goodness. I'll just try and, he draws this diagram on a flat earth, on a flat plane. And he tries to work out where the horizon is. And the horizon, crazy thing. This is the horizon is down there, and this he doesn't realize that the horizon is not at eye level. So here's the thing. First of all, Phuket word would be telling him, but the horizon is not in the middle of the camera. In order for it to be a horizon, it has to be at eye level, which is in the middle of the camera. I don't know. I'm confused. But, okay. See you later, Bodie, McBoatface. And so Randy doesn't even understand that he's, of course, he never does, that he's just proved the globe again because of his own diagram. Look where the horizon is in he's at 207 meter elevation. He's observing on a flat Earth. If he would be looking out here, the horizon would appear to rise to eye level, and instead he's got this horizon only 25 miles away. So there's some crazy stuff. Now I haven't had it and he's using a flat diagram to work out where the horizon is on a curved Earth. More craziness. I just where was I? So I was expecting to have some guests, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to cut this short because I haven't got a lot of solo material planned, but I will take questions and maybe I can make it worth your while for coming in here, maybe. It's a bit of a delay, and let me see, what can I do here? I'll see if I can find something that's a little bit more. It's always the fallback is to get out some interesting photos. The angle of attack, yes, we love that. I still like this photo. So the top of that building is 240 meters, 230 meters above sea level. The observation point is very similar height. So the horizon doesn't rise to eye level in that photo either. I'm just looking for something. No questions? I'm just looking for some good photos. Ah, yes. Come to this. Almost there. There, I think we've seen this one before. Anti-crepuscular rays. It's always good. Why am I having so much trouble trying to find this photo? Yeah, it's actually, yes, good morning in the US. It's actually night here. And there we go. Yes. Oh, that's the Mekong River. That one's not so, that one's just a picture of the river. I thought that was something else. Found it now. Right, there's a couple of things in here. First of all, this is sunrise. So there's anti-crepuscular rays from the sunrise. You can also see there's a little bit of, it looks like a little bit of earth shadow there. And this is a valley with a cloud cover. And maybe I'll use this one, David. You imagine that on a flat earth, I just imagine you're sitting above the clouds, the sun. You got to think about how high the sun is above the clouds on a flat earth. And looking at how would the sun get to be shine on the underneath of those clouds? You look at this picture. How can that happen? Now, that just doesn't seem right. When you're above the clouds looking down, how would you get to see from where you are? How would you get to see the underneath of those clouds just using perspective? Actually, it wasn't that cold. But this, I'm trying to remember the name of the place, but this is very famous for this kind of view. But on the day that we were there, even the owner of this lodgement establishment was out there taking pictures because it was just so incredible on that day. There's a big valley down there, and this cloud cover comes up. Very, very interesting. So yeah, you imagine you're the sun there, and how would you go and shine on the bottom of the clouds there? Yeah, it's a it's very funny because we a little bit after that we took a drive down into the valley under those clouds, and it looks just like cloud cover on an ordinary day. From down below, it just looks like ordinary cloud cover. It's absolutely amazing. You can see the anti-crepuscular rays and the cloud cover. Fantastic. Right, just talk among yourselves again. And I just check something. Okay. Fan-friggin-tastic. Oh, man. I'll try and hide the bad photos. I'll see if I can pick out some more. There's some. This photo, no, I'm not going to publish this one generally, but it's a view of the port of Brisbane from Bribie Island. And these are the cranes that load containers onto the ship. And this is what it looks like. The crane. And of course, it's not a very good day for that. With that photo, it's not a very good day. So it's probably not going to see the light of day in a proper video. But that's okay. I love these shots where there's no miraging, no mirror. I even had a flatty told me today, a wide awake told me today when I showed him one of my photos, oh, there's a mirror line there. You got to be an absolute idiot if you can't see the mirroring there. And it was a photo pretty much like this. It's my other container ship. And I don't know, I've asked him to point out where the mirror line is in that. I can't see any mirroring. I mean, you've got to be nuts to think there's a mirror line there. But I'm surmising that he won't point it out, dodge questions, make accusations, bring forth the insults. Anyway, what's happened here? Let me see. Did I lose the chat? Is it still on? It's still there. So I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can find. Just a minute. I'll see if I can find that. I've got too many screens now. So this is my picture. Which this is the one I show normally. So that's not the small that's the small version. It's not the I can't find the big version, but it's very similar to the one I just shown. This one, very similar. There's no mirroring, but Wide Awake claims that the ship is hidden because of the mirror line. I don't know. Anyway, this hasn't turned out as good as what I'd hoped, but So I'm going to cut that there. And unless somebody's got a question in the next 10 minutes, that's it. I'm done. The angle of attack is hiding the mirror line, which is in the compression zone, which is, I don't know. Isn't it the case of any excuse will do? Oh, you have a question. Is your question is, can I ask a question? Or your question is, yes, my photos are from a P900. Or and a P1000. I am using the flat earthers camera of choice. Yes, indeed. They wouldn't be acceptable photos otherwise. So let me see. This one on the screen is a P1000 camera. And the other one I showed, the other ones I showed, most of them were P900 camera. So there. And okay, well, thanks everybody. Thanks at least for putting up with me for this short time, and I'm sorry I didn't have something better for you. As I said, I had something a little bit different planned, but it didn't work out. And well, that's it. I think it's time for me. It's getting late for me. I get up early. So thank you. Thank you, everybody, from the bottom of my heart. As they say, love you all. And we'll see you again, I'm sure. Good night and good morning and good afternoon, whatever.